Hey guys, Shadow Reviewer here. Well, today I'm gonna be ranking Ash's Pokemon that he has captured and friended throughout the majority of the Kanto region. Yes, I will be doing this recurrently with his Johto Pokemon, home Pokemon, etc., etc. So, he has captured 13 Pokemon. Yes, 13. So, without any further ado, let's get straight into it. But before I do that, I've got a special surprise at the end that might be interesting. I'll get to that. And starting off dead last, Haunter. Now, he didn't technically capture this Pokemon, but it did travel with him, so by technicality, it does sort of count. And it's at the bottom of the list because this Pokemon sucks. It pretty much abandons Ash when he needs it the most during his battle with Sabrina. And when it does show up, just outright ignores Ash. And during the when Honda shows up again, it's just playing tricks on Sabrina. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of this Pokemon. All it does is play jokes, which I guess it's in the name, but pretty much screwing with Ash when Ash needed Haunter the most is not cool. Not cool. Number 12, Primeape. This one, well, at least it listened to Ash at the very end, hence why Primeape ranks higher than Haunter. But Primeape only lasts 2 episodes before Ash decides to give it up to a fighting tournament guy. I don't know. But when it listens to Ash, powerhouse. But when they first met, not so much. I mean, it took Ash's hat for once, so, yeah, there's nothing else to say, though. So, yeah, better than Haunter, but by a little bit. Number 11, Kingler. While I will give kudos to Little Krabby, it is a powerhouse Pokemon. I mean, when Ash catches it, it's a baby Krabby, like a teeny tiny one. But during the Pokemon League, I was confused why you bring an inexperienced Pokemon he's never battled with before for his first round. But Krabby's a powerhouse. It gets better when it evolves into Kingler and wins not 1, but 2 more matches in the first round. So yeah, that really gives it a couple of points higher. But then it wins against Cloyster during the 3rd round, but then it loses to Arcanine. So yeah, Kingler had its ups and downs, but Ash could have used it a lot more, hence why it's not higher. So yeah, good Pokemon, but could have used more out in the field. Number 10, Tauros. Yes, that does include the other 29 as well. Yeah, Ash only caught 30 of these things in episode 35. Yeah, the episode where it got banned. So some folks be confused, when did he catch Tauros? Anyway, apart from that, Ash doesn't use these Pokemon unless they're out in the backyard with Professor Oak. That's pretty much it. But when Ash does use it during the Orange League, Tauros is a powerhouse. Pretty good, actually. Going up against Gengar was somewhat there, but at least it was an attempt. Going up against Venusaur? Now that's freaking awesome. Going up against a fully evolved Pokemon? A normal type, no less? Yeah. Tauros is pretty much a raging bull when it comes to other Pokemon. Man, you don't screw with it. So yeah, Tauros is good, but... Oh yeah, and the battle with Dragonite? That was somewhat interesting. But apart from that, I wish Tauros was used a bit more. But hey, at least it went up against cool Pokemon during its 3 battles in the Orange League. So at least it gets points for that. Number 9, Muck. know most people would put this at the bottom of the list because Muck is barely used at all. But it gets several points for not only providing laughs for Professor Oak during those cameos, but taking down that Bellsprout with just one body slam. Yeah, that's pretty much guaranteed to get you not high on the list, but not at the bottom of the list. So points to Muck for that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for it. But hey, defeating that Bellsprout and earning Ash the chance to be in the top 16, that's no small feat. So good on you, Muck. Number 8, Snorlax. While Snorlax becomes a powerhouse later, this in Season 2 I don't buy. I mean, Snorlax, all it does is lays around and eat. And sleep. I mean, the only time it actually does anything is when it's threatened. And it decides to be lazy when Ash wants to use it for the Orange League. That's pretty much it. But hey, when Snorlax battles, you don't screw with it. I mean, that thing is a powerhouse. But I wish Snorlax could have been more useful. That's pretty much it. I've got nothing. Number 7, Pidgeot. Now, back in Season 1, Pidgeotto was a powerhouse. Pretty much very good when it comes in the flying battles. When Pidgeotto does something, commits right to the bit. Ash will only bring out Pidgeotto when they're usually up against Team Rocket, and of course, Wheezing uses Smokescreen. That's pretty much it. And unfortunately, I can't put rank higher because it's only in the very first episode of Season 2, evolved into Pidgeot, and that's it. Ash never uses Pidgeot again. He releases the Pokemon back in the wild, and that's it. I'm sorry, I can't put this Pokemon any higher, even though it's a pretty memorable bird. And thankfully, there are a lot of birds later on in the series, mostly Swallow and Staraptor, but this one, not so much. Not a terrible bird Pokemon, but I wish it could have helped Ash during the Orange League. All that. Number 6, Squirtle. Yeah, hot take. I don't buy Squirtle's introduction in the show. I'm sorry. It starts off with a criminal and somehow gets redeemed. I'm sorry, I'm not buying it. But apart from all that, Squirtle does amazingly well during battles. I mean, during the Indigo League, it helps Ash win, proceed from the second round. So kudos. But Squirtle does get better in Season 2, particularly during the battle against Rudy. Now that's awesome. Even going up against powerhouses like Onix and Dragonite, kudos to you, Squirtle. Kudos to you. And there are moments where Squirtle becomes its own character, particularly during the Pokemon Water War episode where he wants to become, well, a hero. So, kudos, Squirtle. Kudos. Number 5, Lapras. I will say Lapras's arc in its first episode and its final episode is spot on. I mean, you feel bad for this poor Pokemon whenever it's in trouble. And yeah, Lapras is used mostly to help Ash, Misty, and Tracy get around the Orange Islands quicker, but Lapras is a beautiful Pokemon. I'm bummed that Lapras got released back in the wild, but hey, he wants to be with his family? You can't say no to the family. And when Lapras is used in battle, mostly against Sissy and during the Orange League, powerhouse Pokemon. A beautifully sweet Pokemon, I must say. So, well done, Lapras. But we will be missing you. Number 4, Butterfree. Honestly, Butterfree's whole arc from episode 3 to episode 21 is really good writing. It's a cute little Caterpie that pretty much is very loyal to Ash, but then becomes a pretty stubborn-ass Metapod. But it's evolved evolution to Butterfree was spot on. Even though it was kinda rushed from episodes 3, 4, and 5, but hey, Butterfree gets the good most out of it. And it's really good in battle too, during its time against Misty. But as you've watched my ranking video, Butterfree leaving is freaking heartbreaking. Honestly, the episode where Butterfree leaves is, I consider, my number one favorite episode of season 1. And it still is today. Butterfree is a beautiful Pokemon, and I wish it would have stuck around. I mean, imagine how many battles that Butterfree could have won. So yeah, Butterfree is freaking cool. Number 3, and I know a lot of people are going to hate me for this, Charizard. Now, before you type in the comments, how dare you put Charizard at not at number 1? Charizard is iconic. Yes. But I don't like how they characterized Charizard in season 1. Hear me out. How they characterized Charmander is freaking great. After it evolves, I wish it could have stayed as a Charmander. I mean, Charmeleon refuses to listen to Ash for anything. Charizard is even worse, costing Ash the most important match in the league. Well done, Charizard, and to you too, Ash. Seriously, that was dumb! Anyway, season 2 doesn't honestly get any better, but it kind of slows these down. But what really ranks Charizard this high is my favorite episode of season 2, where Charizard finally listens to Ash. Honestly, it's a beautifully paced episode, and Charizard finally listening to Ash is a truly satisfying moment. And it becomes a very powerhouse Pokemon after that. Helping Pikachu win the double against Luana, going up against Electabuzz and Dragonite. That's awesome in my book. Oh, and we can always give the Chef's Kiss. That is the Seismic Toss attack. What a cool-ass move, and once that is unleashed, nothing can stop that Charizard. So yeah, it may not be number 1 for most people, but hey, being top 3 is not all that bad either. I would have put it on the list, but Charizard's arc in season 2 is really great. Number 2, Pikachu. Now, I know that should be our number 1. I mean, the little guy's the icon of the series and Ash's very first Pokemon. I know, but their relationship was a bit of a rocky start. That's my only minor nitpick, but hey, the rest of it was great. I mean, Pikachu had so many cool battles under its belt. Against Raichu, against Marowak and Alakazam, and especially its best battle in the Kanto region, against Dragonite. I mean, how cool was that fight? Honestly, Pikachu and Ash are pretty much the best of friends. They've been through the worst, they've overcome the best, and they're freaking awesome, man. But hey, being at number 2 is nothing to be ashamed of. And of course, with that, so many Thunderbolts blasting Team Rocket off to the very reaches of space, there's no stopping this little electric mouse anytime soon. But I think there's one Pokemon that I think is Ash's best Pokemon. And given I've never even mentioned once during this entire list, I think you know who I'm talking about. And I think Ash's number 1 best Kanto Pokemon is Bulbasaur. Honestly, everything they do with Bulbasaur is honestly freaking perfect. From its introduction to its Evolution Dilemma episode, even the Mystery Menace episode in season 2 is spot on. I mean, you get Bulbasaur's personality right from the get-go. Smart, confident, and knows when to take no BS from nobody. Jeepers. And even though I'm kind of bummed it lost to Electabuzz during the Orange League, but hey, it goes to show there are powerful Pokemon out there. So yeah, I think Bulbasaur is great. And even when it didn't want to evolve, I still root for Bulbasaur any day. I consider Bulbasaur my favorite Pokemon that Ash has caught throughout the whole entirety of the Kanto region. And I hope Bulbasaur gets better with every passing saga. Please. Now, here I would say that's the end of the video, folks, but I've actually got a very special surprise at the end of this video. The montage of Ash's catches throughout the majority of the Kanto region, from Season 1 Indigo League to Season 2 Adventures in the Orange Islands. So, if you want to add some music to this montage, because I unfortunately can't due to copyright stuff, you are more than welcome to. And now, I proudly present Ash's Pokemon in the Kanto region. Season 1. Enjoy. Season 2. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little montage. And that's the end of the video, folks. I hope you like it. Give me a thumbs up, like and comment and subscribe, and I hope to get more videos out like this. Speaking of which, tomorrow I'll be reviewing Pokemon Season 2. Keep an eye out for that video. Until then, I'm the Shadow Reviewer, signing off.